Hey guys, Zapatos here to talk about the newly implemented skill decay system that was just put in release 35 of Shroud of the Avatar. I think this is a great system, but I've seen a lot of confusion and jumping to conclusions about it, so I thought I'd make a quick little video to explain it. By the way, if you see anything wrong, please let me know and correct me in comments. So here's how it works. Every time you die, all your skills take an XP hit. So every single one of your skills will get hit by a little XP. So the amount of XP that's drained depends on how long it's been since your last death. So right now this amount is 0.01% of the XP you put into a skill per hour since your last death. And right now, as of release 35, that amount is capped at 4 hours. So going to give you a quick example and try to keep the math simple. So let's say I put in 100,000 XP in all my skills, and it's been 4 hours or more since my last death. Then all my skills will take a hit of 0.04% of 100,000 XP, so 40 XP. So if I have 100 skills, and I put 100,000 XP in each of those skills, then I will lose 40 XP in every skill. So 4,000 XP. Also, upon death, my decay counter is also reset. That means if I die immediately after I res, then I lose nothing. Remember that decay accumulates at 0.1% per hour since your last death, up to 4 hours as of release 35. So let's say I die and then I die 1 hour later, then I would only lose 0.01% of the XP in my skills. So going back to the example of 100 skills with 100,000 XP in each skill, that would mean my second death, 1 hour after my first death, would only cost me 1,000 XP, not 4,000. Every one of my 100 skills would lose 10 XP. So for those who are more visual, here's the formula that I figured out. Basically the death penalty is an XP loss of 0.01% times the number of hours since your last death, up to 4 hours, applied to all your skills. That's basically all there is to it. Now, there's a way to prevent your skills from taking an XP hit on death, and that's by setting them to maintain or increase. For example, here I have Air's Embrace, which is set to increase. I can set it to decrease, to locked, or to maintain. Basically, when I die, all the skills that are on maintain or increase won't take the 40 XP hit, going back to the example. So let's say the XP hit will be taken out of my pooled experience. So going back to my example of 100 skills with 100,000 XP in each one, if it's been 4 hours or more since my last death, all of those skills would be lowered by 40 XP. But if I have them all set to maintain or increase, that 40 XP will be taken out of my pooled experience instead. So 4,000 XP would get taken out of my pooled XP when I die. Basically, if you have enough of a buffer in your pooled XP, then when you die, you'll never lose anything. None of your skills will decrease. Only your pooled XP will drop a bit. So to give you a more real life example, you can see my skills here. They're a bit all over the place. I like to try a bunch of different builds, different schools of magic. I tried blades a bit, like ranged. So you see, I really have skills all over the place that I set pretty much all of them to maintain or increase. And I think I'm about level 70. And when I die with 4 hours or more, I get hit for about 25 or 30,000 XP, which is pretty much a complete joke at my level, and I can make that in under a minute, killing like a bunch of slimes or whatever. So by capping the decay at 4 hours, they're really easing us into the system, which is the loss right now is basically meaningless for any character except maybe I don't know, maybe if you've got 100 skills in GM, then the decay might hit you a little bit harder, but for 99.999% of players, I think the decay right now is really nominal. Which is a good thing, because seeing how confusing the system could be at first, it's a good way to ease in people in the system while explaining how it works. So hopefully this little video cleared things up and helped you out. So I'll say good luck and see you in New Britannia.